Gary O'Neill said 4 big decisions went against his team. Maybe tonight has finally turned me against VAR, he told Sky Sports. Well, let's assess whether it is working at all. Keith Hackett is an ex-Premier League referee, former head of the body responsible for refereeing games in English professional football, the Professional Game Match Officials Limited. Keith, thanks for joining us. Just what's your basic take on VAR? Does it work or not?
I don't think it's working as efficiently as it should. I think there are many reasons behind that. I think it's confusing as far as referees concerned. They don't seem to get what clear and obvious is. And I think that when we see decisions that should be made by the referee, I think that we're creating lazy referees who are over-relying on VAR.
So this is what I wanted. I was reading research of how it was working on the continent. Now, this is about 2 years old, but it said VAR is being deployed about once every 4 matches. Now, it's much more than that here, isn't it?
It is. I think there is this overindulgence centered around that clear and obvious error, because I think that is one of the problems. I think the other problem, of course, is the quality of the people who are in the VAR room and the relationship between VAR and referee. The conversations that we've now listened into recently are chaotic, and I would hate to have been a referee in my era with someone giving the sort of commentary that we're hearing at the moment. And I think there are many issues that need to be resolved, but ultimately we're seeing decisions with the use of VAR not accurate, and in fact you would expect the referee on the day to make those decisions more accurately. Without VAR,
it's not. There's no going back, is there? We've got to make it work rather than, or is there going back? Is there? Because it doesn't look like the rest of the world is ready to say give up on VAR. It seems to be more of a debate here.
Look, there's no question that the Premier League is in itself communicated around the world. It is the biggest league, in my opinion. It's covered by 22 cameras, therefore we need some balance to help the referee. But I think there needs to be some major changes, and I think that is one. We need a specialist panel of VAR operators who are trained and accountable for the decisions they make. We've got to improve the relationship between the referee and the VAR, but we've also got to get the standard of refereeing back up to where it used to be. I think we've got some referees who are struggling, frankly. And then we've got incidents where life is being made more difficult because of players themselves acting and simulating and showing dissent. All those issues are part of what we're seeing in the modern game.
But in that list you just gave, Keith, you said we've got to get the standard of refereeing back up. Has something gone wrong with the refs? I mean, is that maybe it's the knowledge that VAR is sitting on the sidelines makes them, as you say, they become a bit too dependent on it, or they keep feeling they need to defer to it. But has something happened to the standard of refereeing in English football?
I think there are 1 or 2 referees on the list that wouldn't be on the list when I was the boss, because I do think their standards are not up to what we expect at the elite level. These are professional referees. But I think it's also down to the coaching and education of these people. We've just got to drive them to be better, and our expectations are high, and they've got to meet those expectations. And I do think that VAR has made them lazy. I think that it's impacted, I believe, on their confidence, and as a result, I'm seeing referees hesitating around the big decisions, and when they do that, they're not selling the decision in a positive manner.
Yeah. All right, Keith Hackett, ex-Premier League ref, thanks so much for joining us. Snow and ice are set to